What's your strategy for setting goals and achieving them? How do you go about kind of doing things that you have never done? Hi there, it's Martin here from the Wireless Income, and I just want to share with you a lesson that I have learned, and also a story of strategy that I set myself a goal that was way beyond things that I have previously done. And I remember a friend of mine from UK, a really great friend, shared with me this video where Will Smith got interviewed, and the interviewer asked him the question, what did you learn from your father? And he told the story when his father gave him and his son a job. And it was a big job because he asked them to build a wall, and they were very young boys, little boys, and he asked them to build a massive wall. And he stood there and he said, it's impossible, it's too big. And they kind of rushed to try to do as much as possible. And his father said, stop, I want you to spend today, the whole day, laying down one brick. But I want you to lay down this brick as perfectly as possible. You know, you'll level it, you'll kind of position it, you kind of adjust it in a certain way that you spend the whole time laying down this one brick perfectly. And I remember that just recently a friend of mine came here from UK, and he is a great tennis player. He's practiced for over 3 years, he hired a private instructor, and he played for quite a while. And I'm a newbie. I started just recently. I love that sport, but there is clearly a visible difference between his style and my style, where he is, where I am. But when he came, and I like to challenge myself, and I said to myself, hey, I will beat you before you leave KL, Kuala Lumpur. And he said, okay, cool, and we started laughing, okay, cool, let's do it. And you know, we played several times, and we played sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a week, and I was getting beaten 3, 4, 5 times a week, and I was constantly being beaten. But I remember a couple of things that helped me. I mean, Tony Robbins teaches that about it's important to put yourself in a state, to manage your state, emotional state. And I remember that kind of phrase, it was one of my mentors previously said to me, remember DD, discipline your disappointment, because this is a common reason why people fail and they quit and they give up. So whenever I was beaten up, I disciplined my disappointment. I still believe in my head that I can do it, that I'm getting one step closer, What did I learn from that? What did he use? What can I use? What can I improve? What is the small tiny little improvement that I can take away from this tennis game? And it lasted for quite a while. I was being beaten up, but I have to tell you, I was damn excited. I was looking forward to another game. I was beaten up again. I was looking forward to another game. I had this, childish excitement, kind of moving forward. And I noticed also that my advantage is state management. And I noticed that this is the way I will crack him. This is the way I will win the game. And I think it took over 4 months. And actually last week, I did it. I managed to beat him for the first time. I think we finished 5-3. And also one powerful principle that helped me a lot in that game was remembering what Will Smith told about the lesson that he learned from his father. Because initially I wanted to win a match, but in tennis you've got first point, you've got game, you've got set, you've got match. So I focus on winning a match. What is rather big task to focus on? And I remember this kind of brick metaphor. So I was thinking how can I apply it here? So I was like, okay, let's not focus on the match, let's not focus on the set, let's not focus on the game, let's focus on the single point. Whenever I was serving, that was my best possible serve, the best ever serve. That was my whole intention. Whenever I was answering the serve, it was my best possible answer to the serve that I now was receiving. That was my whole outcome. That was the whole, if I give myself 100%, even if I lose, but I still give it my 100%, and I put full focus on winning a single point. And that's the way gradually, I got to a point when I achieved the goal, where after 4 months of being beaten, 4 months of losing, I was excited like a kid, and I made it. I shouted in the middle of the tennis court, and I made it. So I hope you like that. Please leave some comments below here. Share your stories, how you set a goal, how you achieve them. and your strategies for achieving them, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to discover a little bit more about our wireless income, here underneath in the description section there's a link, so please click on that link, put your email address, watch the video, and I'm looking forward to having a chat with you. Thanks a lot, bye bye.